Hi Stampers, this is Heather Cooper of Playing with Paper Crafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Crafty Clues by Heather, short video tutorials on stamping techniques and tools. Today I'd like to bring you a video tutorial that just shows you how to make these cute little rolled fabric flowers. They're very easy to do and lots of fun. Did you know that Stampin' Up! Makes fabric or sells fabric? Well, it does. The particular fabric I'm using is the Designer Fabric Floral District series. And I'm going to use actually a different pattern from that same series to make the rolled flower that I'm going to show you today. I'm going to use one of the great tools that Stampin' Up! Puts out, and that's Jumbo Sticky Rounds. These first came out in the Fall-Winter catalog and have been continued until the new catalog comes out in the Spring Mini. So there's 12 of them in a pack, and I'm going to use one today. And I'm also going to use the fabric here, and they come in fat quarters, which are 18 by 27 inches. And in order to get a strip of about the size we need, I'm going to I've already notched the fabric about 1.5 inches, and then I'm just going to rip it, and that gives us some nice ragged ends that kind of add character to the flower that we're making. So once that's done, I'll just keep this here. Sometimes you have sort of extra threads that will get in the way, so just feel free to pull those off and put them in the garbage. There we go. And now I'm going to separate from this Jumbo Sticky Round the white backing. Well, in this case, the pink backing is coming off. Probably works a little better to take off the white backing. There we go. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is take my fabric and fold it in half so that the right side is showing. Okay, after your fabric is folded in half, I'm just going to make a few turns of the fabric away from me, like this. And then I'm going to take that center and just find the center of my sticky round, and let's see if I put it on the center of my grid here, on my grid paper. That will help. There we go, it's right in the middle. Okay, I'm just going to turn it a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start curling or churning the fabric away from me. And it's a little sticky, so you have to, it gets a little better as you get more fabric down, you have more to hang on to. So I'm going to twirl it away from me and just attach it to the sticky round. And I keep turning it away and pressing it down. Don't worry about that center part sticking up. We will trim that off later, but it just gives a little tight rosebud center to start with. So I'm twirling the fabric away from me and sticking it down. Don't worry about it being, perfectly in half. As you turn, some of the wrong side will show, but that's not a problem. It just gives a little more texture to your flower. So basically all that's left now is just to turn it, twist it away, and then press down on the sticky round. And we'll just speed the next little bit up so that you don't have to sit here watching the whole thing. Okay, when you get near the end, twist and adhere it as best you can, and any leftover bits we can just tuck underneath the flower when we're ready to adhere it to the cardstock. So once your flower is all wound and adhered to the sticky round, then you're going to just trim off the excess with your scissors, your paper snips. When you get to a corner, just separate it a little bit, so just past where you're going to snip, so that you're able to do that a little more easily than if you just leave it together. And if you get the sticky mess on your paper snips, you can use the adhesive eraser to remove that. Okay, so I'm just trimming that away. And then just finding that edge where I've peeled it already, and then just peel back the pinky orange backing like that. And if you have the last edge that you adhere, just tuck it underneath to make sure that it stays on like that. And then it's all ready to adhere to your card. I'm just going to add it to the center of some other fabric that I cut using the floral framelits. And now to finish this card up, we're going to use one of the large pearl basic jewels and just place it right in the center. And there you have a really cute birthday card, and it was made very quickly, and it just has that different look to it. So please drop by my blog, playingwithpapercrafting.com, to find more card making samples and tips.